When we're talking about people's money, their ability to pay for things in shops, use that money, buy a home, the life events that Nationwide help them with day in, day out, our ability to not only stop things going wrong in the first place, but if they do go wrong, how we respond and ultimately get service back really quickly is becoming more and more important. Nationwide is a retail bank in the UK. Unlike many other banks, we're not on the stock market and we're actually owned by our customers. This allows us to reinvest and ultimately, we think, deliver excellent customer service. The services that we provide ultimately are driven by technology. Standardizing onto GreenLake as the single platform we have in our data centers. We're not quite there yet, but over the course of the next 18 months, we'll build on the foundations we've already created within GreenLake, and we'll then standardize across the rest of the environment. That's a game changer for us in infrastructure and allows us to actually spend less of our organizational investment on keeping that infrastructure running. Our drive to GreenLake ultimately started with quite a simple use case, and that was how do we start to make sure we can remove end of service life from our environment. But through that commercial process, it became very clear that as well as achieving that very basic aim, we could actually transform our estate. We could deliver services in a different way to our internal customers, the engineers who are building and developing on our environment, and also directly to our customers when we're using them. So that's what, moving from that simple use case into a much more multifaceted transformation agenda, GreenLake just kind of fitted the bill really well. In some of our legacy environments that GreenLake has now ultimately replaced, we had lots of manual activities. So the central IT teams were basically ticket factories, getting requests day in, day out from our broad team of developers. Can you resize my VM? Can you expand my storage? I don't need this one anymore. Through GreenLake, through the automation we've built in, not only can we deliver environments and infrastructure quicker, which is great, it gets the projects and developers up and running much more effectively. They can now self-service and manage their infrastructure in a controlled way, so it's not the Wild West, but within a set of guardrails, they can control their own environment, which means now they're not having to raise tickets into central teams, which means our central teams can now look and spend their time innovating and developing the platforms, strengthening our security, and ultimately delivering a better proposition to our internal stakeholders.